What's up, guys? Man, it is hot out. Saying only 75 on the dash, but man, that sun is baking. A lot of energy coming in. A lot of information. It's hitting the body. Feeling it. It's wearing you down, breaking you down a little bit. Causing you to fight through, push through. And, man, you got to be with it right now. You really got to be with it right now or it's taking its toll on you. So, hope that you're doing all right. And I love you. Let's say our thanks. Let's say thanks for our life today. Let's say thanks for our time together. Thanks for our health. Thanks for our family. Thanks for our medicine. Thanks for our minds, our bodies, our souls, our hearts, and our spirits. Thanks for our understanding. Thanks for continuing to lead us and guide us. Thanks for showing us. Thanks for never giving up on us. Thanks for giving us chance after chance after chance, opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Oh, man. Life is great. Okay? We come here and we have an opportunity to do many things. But really, the biggest thing that we're trying to do is find love within ourselves so that we can find love. Planet, this home, is your home. And the people here and the things here are your babies. Okay? So we have to care for our life and ourselves like it's our home, and the people and ourselves like it's our babies. Okay? We need to care for ourselves. We need to care for our planet and our home. Okay? Enough of this walking by each other and not saying hi. Okay? Enough of this walking past trash and not picking it up. Okay? If you were in your home, you'd pick it up. If it was your mother you were walking by, you'd say, hey, I love you. Right? So, we need to treat each other as family, and we need to treat this planet as our home. And that's a big step in the right direction for all of us. Okay? I posted it, guys. I keep posting it lately. Like, it's time. I can feel it. I said a while ago, it's like she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes, and she is almost around the mountain. Okay? And there's big changes coming to a reality near you very soon. Okay? And you don't want to be still in the boat of, I was holding on to, my belief of what I'm going to go to the grave with. Because guess what? You're going to go to the grave with it. Okay? And that's what's going to happen. We don't want that. Okay? We need to avoid the process of death. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to raise us all back to life. And so, if you're stuck on your path of me, my, I'm going to do what I want to do, and thinking that you've got it figured out, you're on the wrong train, my friend, and you're going to be reaching back. I wrote a quote a while ago, a couple years ago, I think now at this point, and I said, you don't want to be reaching back for something that you had right in front of you right now. Okay, guys? And you have it literally speaking to you right now. Okay? I'm not looking for attention. I'm not looking for likes, and I'm not looking for friends. What I'm looking for is my family to survive. What I'm looking for is my family to be okay and be healthy, and for all of us to not suffer anymore. Okay? How many more people need to die before we say enough of this? How many more of us need to continue to wake up in pain and suffering before we say enough of this? Okay? This passion and this dream within me has been there since I've been a little kid, since as long as I can remember. Okay? I grew up in the religious system, having to go through that. And at some point during that, as a young kid, I realized this is not right. This is not okay. This is a place of segregation and separation and rules and regulation. And it reminded me of the society we lived in. It was just a mirror of it. It's the same thing. It's all tied in together. And I said, this isn't right. So this isn't freedom. This isn't family. This isn't togetherness. This isn't wholeness. Okay? This is fear. This is separation. Okay? I just want us to be okay. All right, guys? Now, here's a big revelation that came to me. And I'll explain it to you, and take it as you will, and let it continue to help you grow. So if you've ever seen the movie The Others, this is like what we're living in. This is what's really becoming prominent in my conscience right now. So in the movie The Others, you've got a group of people living in a home who believe that their home is haunted with ghosts because the kids can pick up on this presence of these people that are living in the house also, but the mother cannot see them. Okay, and so the whole time they're thinking they're living in this haunted house. What comes out in the end is that they were actually the ghosts, and the people that were living there were the real people. Or it was like they hadn't moved on yet, okay? And they thought that they were living in a house. They thought that they were still alive and living with ghosts. And it's like, if you guys think about the world we live in now, it's the same thing. How many ghost hunter shows are there? How many ghost stories are there? We believe that we're alive and we're living in this world with ghosts. But the real reality and the truth is that we are the ones that are dead. This is death. Okay? And what we're trying to do is move on from death. Back home to life. Okay? What happens when you die here, quote unquote, is you get recycled back here. Okay? And you have to keep working and keep working. And it's not just this process of, oh, you died and you get recycled. It's a soul choice. It's a soul process. Okay? Again, when we're talking about you are God, hey, you ain't going somewhere and someone dictating. It's you. It's you in life and your conscience. And you're dictating. And so you die, and you die with pain, right? You die with suffering. You die with regret. You die with remorse. You die with trauma. Okay? And so a lot of people don't want to come back. They are hurt, and so they sleep and they sleep and they sleep and they sleep. Okay? But at some point, our souls want to be alive again. Okay? They're tired of sleeping. All right? And they say, I'm ready to get back to my work. I'm ready to continue where I left off and try again. Keep working. So, life and yourself come to an agreement, and you say, okay, we're going to be born back into here again. And you come back here by the grace of a loving family most of the time, but in other times, in very, very different ways. Okay? I'm not going to get into the drama of what's going on in the world right now. But all I'll say is, if life deemed it necessary for you to be born in a certain way, then that is the way you are deemed to be born, and that is a way for that soul to come in. Now what happens is, that soul that was sitting there sleeping, that wants to come back and continue working, has to hope that someone's willing to bring them in. And now we're sitting here, going about our business, and we have a relationship with somebody, and we have a child, and all of a sudden, guess what? That soul gets to come in. And the soul gets born, doesn't know any different. It's a baby. You don't know any different. It's a baby. Comes from your line, but he also has his soul inherited DNA. Okay? So essentially what we're doing here, guys, by having children is we're bringing in souls. We're bringing in souls so that we can try to heal them, so that we can all move on back to life and not be dead anymore. Okay? So this is the beauty of birth and life. We all deserve a chance. We're all waiting for that next chance, because all of us here at some point screwed it up. Okay? Or we were brought down, okay, to a point where we're all here in the same boat. However we got here, we got here. And what we need to realize is we're not waiting to obtain death to think that moves us on into some magical heaven. No, death, all that does is recycle you back here at some point, possibly, if that's so the plan for you. But what you want to do with your time here is say, all right, I'm done with the recycling process. I'm done with the death process. I'm ready to go home. So guys, what it's like is this. Reality, the real home, is like, if you want to think of it like in a bubble, okay? And that is the real reality. And what happens is, you can separate from that bubble, okay? When you separate from that bubble, it's like you're not in reality anymore. You're in the illusion. You're outside of truth, okay? You separated yourself from truth. You separated yourself from light, okay? From family, okay? From love. And so you're outside of all those things, and that's where we find ourselves here, okay? And you can see glimpses of it, right, guys? Because everything's a reflection, okay? So we have all these things in us, and so you can see it around us, but we're not where we need to be. Because if we were where we needed to be, we wouldn't be having this conversation, okay? We'd all be doing what our dreams and our hearts are leading us to do. We're not there yet. What you have is your material dream, okay? And you have your material dream, and you have your material dream, and you have your material dream. Great. How long is that going to last you, right? And we all subscribe to this. Oh, we'll just do it till I retire, or till fucking life takes me out, and that's the way life's supposed to be. No, that's not life. That's dying. That's the process of dying. Don't you guys get it now? Are you starting to get it? Okay? I'm not angry. I'm just... Guys, it's like you are my brothers and sisters. So if you had your brother in your home right now with you who was shooting heroin into his arm, wouldn't you be a little frustrated at him saying, hey, you're going the wrong way, buddy? And now that guy's got to say, hey, leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. I'll figure it out on my own. And it's just frustrating, guys. I've been through this. I've had to lose family members because of these types of things. And it's just, it's asinine. It's nonsense. It's pointless. We're wasting life. We're wasting time. All because you don't want to believe in yourself. You don't want to believe that you have a life to obtain. You want to believe that you already have the life, and you're going to waste your time here spending it until you die. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Okay, guys? I know I might be the first ones to be saying this in this way, but that's the point. Someone needs to fucking say it. Someone needs to get our heads thinking in a different way, because all it takes is our minds to rewire themselves in the correct manner for all of this reality around us to change. It does not take us to go fight a war. It does not take us to have to go sacrifice ourselves. It does not take us to have to go spend money. It takes a conscious change. It takes a change in your heart. That's all we have to do. If we could all go to sleep tonight and dream of that place that I'm speaking of, that is very similar to this, except it's magical. And there is no death. And all our family is there. And there is no suffering. And it's a place where dreams are literally coming true in front of you as you dream them, because they come from your heart. Okay? If we can all consciously start saying, hey, this is the place I want to be. I don't want to be suffering anymore. I don't have to work to pay my fucking bills so I can eat today. I just want to live. I want to be free. I want to be happy, right? You can't be happy being wealthy while your neighbor is suffering and dying in poverty. And if you think you can be, shame on you, and how selfish of you. Okay? We are a family. If your family member was sleeping on the streets, knowing that you had a place for them to sleep, shame on you, and how selfish. So guys, please get off this track of, I'm going to keep doing what I want to do. I've got it figured out. I've got my little material dreams that I'm obtaining to. They don't matter. They're distractions to keep keep you in the recycling process because you haven't figured it out yet. This is all a test. This is all a how fucking smart can you be? How much alive do you really want to be? Because once you subscribe to life, all the answers fall in place and then you just have to check the boxes and go with it. Until then, you continue your bullshit, okay, of your downward spiral, of your aging, of your sickening, okay, of your deteriorating. As we get older too, guys, you start subscribing more and more into, you start, I guess, you start your beliefs at a younger age, and then as you get older, if no one's kind of corrected you on that or got you to think any other way, and you just surround yourself with a bunch of people who agree with you, you really you have a hard time letting that go. You really subscribe to it, right? And I understand, guys. I understand that we've all been led to believe that you have to have your personal belief and stick with it and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, right? And that's the world we're supposed to live in, but it's not, okay? There's one truth, and if there's one truth, then how can there be multiple subscriptions? There's only one subscription, truth. Okay, guys? And it's here, and it's here. These work together. This thing can get you in trouble when it's not working with this, though. So you got to get these working together, and then this is wide open, and all the information, all the truth is there. And then it's on you to accept it and not be like, ugh, that's the truth. I don't really like it. I don't want it. So I'm going to head back this way. That's what a lot of people do, right? They don't like what they hear. They don't like what they see. They don't like what they're told. But that doesn't make it not true. And if you want to fight against that, bye-bye, because life's going to say, well, you don't want life. You don't want life, I guess. You don't want it because life requires truth and honesty. That is what it requires. And so if you cannot be honest and truthful, life don't have time for you, okay? There's plenty of souls waiting to come in, waiting to get another chance, okay? If you're going to sit here and waste that time, life will kindly move you out and kindly bring somebody else in who is going to want to do that work and say, hey, I'm ready to work so I can get myself home, okay? So, whew. I just want to say, guys, let go of all of your preconceived beliefs, thoughts, what you believe to understand. Let everything go. Just start from scratch right now. Start with a clean slate. Give yourself that, okay? If you start with a clean slate, with no intention or bias towards anything, and just say, I'm going to take everything in right now for what it is, and let my heart feel what is right and what is wrong, what is true and what is false, okay? And start letting that become your new belief. And all it is the belief in now the truth. And it's not a belief, it's a knowing. You don't have to believe anymore. When people ask you, what do you believe in? You say, I don't believe in anything. I know the truth. So I don't have to believe in anything. I don't have to pray to anything. I believe. I know the truth, so I don't have to pray or believe in anything. I know the truth. I know what's coming. I know who I am. I know where my home is. I know what the truth of our purpose to be is. Let me ask you guys, what is the purpose of the flower? Okay? It's just to be beautiful. It's to be beautiful and to just be. Okay? It's the same thing with us, guys. We are walking around, moving, thinking flowers. So why are we destroying things? Why are we hurting things? Why are we allowing ourselves to be in pain? Why are we trying to become something? Why are we trying to act some way? Okay? Why can't we just be like, hey, I'm a beautiful purple flower, and you're a beautiful yellow flower, and you're short and I'm tall, and it's like you have a smell and I have a smell, right? You know why, guys? It's because none of us know what we look like. You don't even know what flower you are. I do, finally. It took me like a year. I started this growth process when COVID started. By the way, guys, I haven't gotten sick once. Why? Because I don't subscribe to it. Okay, I take my medicine. I'm happy every day. I've been healthy as a horse, the same. So has the rest of my family. Okay, guys, we don't subscribe to it. We don't need to do the shots and the fucking putting the chemicals into our arms and putting the sickness into us and going and surrounding ourselves with groups of people who are sick and continuing to die. Don't you get it, guys? You're continuing to do the same things. You're not getting it. This whole time right now is about taking ownership over yourself. Not listening to what the system is telling you anymore and saying, well, I'm going to do what I feel I know is right? But you have to have understanding. You can't make those decisions based off your anger. You can't make those decisions based off your trauma and the things that you haven't healed from. You have to have understanding, and then those decisions and those answers come very clearly and easily. So what I would challenge all of you, let your hair grow out. Let your hair grow out. Don't you want to see what you actually look like before you die? Because that's what you're wanting to die, right? Because you've subscribed to, you have an end time, and that's so you're on your clock. You've set your clock, and that's what you're doing, right? So what a shame if you're gonna die and not even know what you looked like. Guys, I posted a picture yesterday. You can go look at one of the comments of when I had clean cut hair and all that. I look at pictures of myself like that, like now, looks like I have cancer. Like, if I were to see myself like this and then see my old pictures, it literally looks like I am sick, and like my hair had fallen out, and I look sick. Guys, why are we choosing to give an image of ourselves looking sick? Okay, why don't we want to look like human beings? We don't even know what human beings look like because we don't allow ourselves to look like them. I want to see what you look like. I want to see what you look like. We all have a very awesome and beautiful and unique look that none of us even know because we all just cut our hairs and put our clothes on and put our fucking chains on and our costumes, and we act every day. We become actors every single day. I've done with that. I've been done with that for a while. I used to do that. I used to put my watch on and my hat on and fucking be an actor just like everybody else, right? And I said, nah, dude, I'm going to be myself. And you know, right now we're in a time where it's hitting a lot of people in a way where they say, who the fuck does this guy think he is? And they close you out, right? And they say, I don't gotta listen to this shit. It's because they're not ready. They're scared because they know they're not ready to do what the fuck I'm doing right now. They're not ready to be honest. They're not ready to share their secrets, right? They're not ready to heal their pain. They're not ready to deal with the shit that they've done within their life. Because why? They subscribe to death. So death is their out. So I say I can just go with it to the grave. It's easier that way. Fine, go to the grave and recycle back in. Maybe get another chance in a loving family. Maybe not. Maybe be born in some country where you don't have a home and you don't have food. Okay? Maybe be born with no limbs to your body. Maybe be born with deaf and blind. Okay? Maybe be born maybe you come in and your mother has a miscarriage. Okay? This is all how it happens, guys. You think you're going to get another chance and then life says, boom! Nah. Back to sleep, buddy. You see how, guys, it's not worth wasting your fucking life when you have it? You have it now, right now. You can do something right now. And everyone that is dead and not here can't. They had their chance. Okay? And they're all looking at you saying, get it together! Because guess what, guys? We're all a family, and we all come from a line. We're all connected like a web, okay? So listen to this. You and all of us here are the most current descendants of our ancestors. And we all share DNA, and we all share lineage. So, if Brian heals his heart, guess what? My dad, who died, his heart gets healed. And guess what? His dad, who's dead, heart gets healed. See the bird fly over, confirmation. And then his dad, whose heart gets healed. And then his dad's heart gets healed. And it goes back all the way to the beginning. And same thing with my mother. And same thing with my brothers and my uncles and my cousins. Okay? Anyone that is connected to me, right? They all get healed and they all feel it. And all of them sleeping right now, they get woken up a little bit more and a little bit more. And the more we wake up, guys, and the more we heal, the more they all wake up and they heal. And then we continue to bring us closer and closer together. Back home together. Free. Not in a system. In our home. With life. Free. So, let your hair grow out. All you ladies, all you guys, no more. Okay? You don't need the hair dye. You don't need the haircuts. Alright? You don't need the hair products. Let yourself be a human being. You're beautiful the way you are. And if we all did this, we would all be so proud of each other. We'd all walk around the streets and see each other and say, you are fucking gorgeous. You are beautiful. Because it would be our soul shining through, not our makeup. Okay? So, I love you guys. Let's have a really, really great day. Hey, we're in the month of July now. Right? We got 2 weeks to the moon cycle, right? So we just came off the first 2 weeks. Now we're into the... Dude, 2 weeks right now, first in starting in the month of July, the month of the Philosopher 7. And so we are cranking, baby. These 2 weeks are going to be off the charts intense. Get ready. Strap the fuck in. Big things coming, guys. Whether it's when you're sleeping and you're dreaming, or you're feeling, or you're doing work consciously and you're taking it in, or you're just going through your life and not even realizing it, it is going to hit you. Trust me. And you're going to be proud. And what you want to do is know that it's there so that you can work with it. You don't want it to be this force that you're confused about. You want to be this thing that's coming in and you're saying, hey, here it is. Let's get the work done. Let's see what this is going to bring up, and let's get some work done. So, really excited for these next 2 weeks. Going to accumulate on a beautiful full moon. I think it's on the 13th, if I'm correct. So, excited for that. And we're just moving right along, guys. Looks like, based on the weather report, we've got consistent temperatures for the next 10 days. So, again, that shows that we're in a really good balance. And the next 2 weeks should just really be about amazing things going on. I would highly suggest you guys find a dark spot at night and look at the stars and look at the sky, because there's going to be a lot of activity. Okay, guys? It's like once you, for yourself, can witness something that is bigger than you, it changes you a little bit, okay? And we're all needing to help ourselves grow and stop being so afraid and move on and understand. And well, we can do that is by opening our eyes, okay? And when we open our eyes, especially at the sky at night, it touches your heart and it touches your soul and it touches something deep inside of your conscience, okay? And you know why? It's because it's where we're from. And so we're all looking back saying, having this feeling of like home. You see, it's not so much like, you know, when the shit goes down and it's like we all try to run and flee. You wouldn't flee your home. Your home is where you go to for safety. So if we're all fleeing in danger, why? Because this isn't our home. It's like, this is the place we're trying to get away from, guys. We want to get back home. And so when we look out into the stars and we feel it, we feel that this is where I belong. It's not about where my feet are. It's about where my heart is, where my soul is. And it's everywhere. Okay? We're not just limited to this body. We're not just limited to this planet. We are everywhere. So, look at the stars. Get out there. This is going to be a great month for it. I also believe there's meteor showers going on this month. Again, stars moving. Okay? Stars moving. Souls. They're coming by. They're saying, hi. We see you. Do you see us? We're with you. There's magic out here. Believe it, guys. And there's magic within you. Believe it. Okay? Do not be afraid. anymore, guys. We need to embrace the time that we're in and realize we are all here because we were meant to be here. This is our time. This is our time, guys, to go home. Are you ready? I'm fucking ready. So let's do it together. Let's do it together. I love you guys. I'll check in soon. Have a good day.